So I'm gonna tell you guys 3 things I wish I knew when I started filming this video. 1, I look sweaty as shit. 2, my mic is making my shirt look like a v-neck. 3, I pointed the lights in a way that it makes it look like I either have A, spotted hair, or B, I'm missing chunks of my hair. But I couldn't be fucked to reshoot this. Also, I mean, aside from the fact I look stupid, I think I did alright. So yeah, now to continue with the video. Good evening, Drill Sergeant Weaver Beats here, and today I'll be telling you 10 things I wish I knew when I started producing. Alright, number 1, we have 25 keys is not enough for original compositions. I see a lot of people starting out with 25 key keyboards because they think since it's nice and compact that it'll be good for composing music. This may be true if you like to only play in, I don't know, like C major or something. But if you like to play in different scales, then 25 keys is going to be very limiting for you. So I do not suggest getting a 25 key keyboard pretty much ever. The only thing it might be useful for is if you are very limited on space and you like to sample, because you don't need a lot of keys for sampling. Or bass lines. Next up, we have there are more ways to make money from music than placements or selling beats. This can include doing things such as YouTube, mixing and mastering, ghost production, there's shows, as well as merch, royalties, Twitch, selling beats to independent artists, studio musician work, sound design, music for video games and movies, selling drugs, selling your blood, plasma, organs. I'm sure there are many more great ideas. Why don't you let me know down in the comments. The point is, there's a lot more ways to make money from music than just placements. Alright, number 3, we have loops and presets aren't as bad as people tell you they are. What do I mean by this? Well, people say if you use loops, you're bad. If you use loops, you go to prison. I'm here to tell you that they're not actually that bad. Especially if you're starting out, it can be a good starting point for you. Also, there are actually ways to use them creatively, which I will be doing a video on very soon, so stay tuned for that. I'm gonna show you guys how to flip loops creatively. Yeah, you heard me. Creatively. Wait, what the fuck was I saying? Alright, number 4, it's not a bad idea to focus on either sampling or original composition. Not that you can't do both if you want to. I actually started out doing both, but that's why I think I have a good grasp of why you shouldn't do this. So if you're sampling, you have to learn how to sample, you have to learn how to put music together in a way that sounds alright. That's already one feat in itself. It's not too hard of a feat in my opinion, but flipping it and whatnot can make it get more complicated later on. Now, original compositions, this is a big thing to chew off here. You have to know how to do some basic music theory, or you're gonna have to have a really good ear for what good music theory sounds like, which is not as easy as it sounds. In my opinion, it's good to focus on one or the other if possible, because you'll just narrow down how many things you have to learn. Because you're gonna have to learn how to drum, at least with your drum pads or whatever, or something, and then you're gonna have to learn how to do bass. There's just a lot of other things you're gonna have to do as well. So if you can keep the things you're gonna have to do total to a low number, that's good. Which is also a good reason if you don't have mix and master, hit someone up, maybe me even. Hey, wait a minute. Today's video is sponsored by bloom-audio.com. Bloom-audio.com, insanely good mixing and mastering, and cheap. Alright, bye. I got possessed there for a second. This kind of takes me to our next thing. Number 5. If you don't know music theory, you're going to want to learn either music theory, or you're going to want to get a program like Scalar that can kind of assist you. I mean, you can go straight by ear, but it's going to be rough. Let me tell you, it's going to be rough. There's going to be like a solid portion of time where you're just making some really fucking bad music. People are going to be like, this sounds bad. And you're going to be like, fuck you, put on what time to this, and you're just gonna get in arguments with people. I'm just trying to save you all that right now. So just get Scalar or learn music theory, just some basic music theory even. Remember though, they're just guidelines more than rules. All right, number 6, this is an easy one. You don't need much gear to make music. I see some people just going crazy about like, they need the craziest hardware, they need like all kinds of weird shit to make music, and I've never really understood that. Because you can literally make music on a shitty laptop, like this one right here. This laptop is like 400 bucks. You can make music on this. Not even very good, dude. Just this is all you need right here. Probably make music on this thing even. Believe it or not, there are actually people who make legit bangers with their computer keyboard. This thing. People make legit bangers with just this thing and nothing else. No computer, nothing. Okay, I'm lying. Maybe they use a computer too, but they just use a keyboard. It's pretty crazy. But if you are gonna get a keyboard, make sure it's still 49 keys, all right? All right, number 7, make music that you want to listen to. I try to make music that I like, and if I make music that I like, it seems that other people usually like it too because they can relate to me. It's kind of like I scratch my own back, and I know that it'll scratch other people's backs. Does that make sense? I don't know. That's just, I feel like, is one thing that I've noticed. I try to make songs that I think are good, because then there's a good chance that other people will think they're good too. Number 8, don't expect your friends to like your music or support you. This may sound harsh, and you guys may be like, wait, hold on, wait, what? Well, let's break it down here. So these people are your friends, right? Are they your friends because of the music you make? No, this is just a new thing, right? They can support you, and that's nice, but you can't expect them to just support you just because you started making music. If your music sounds like complete shit, it actually might be nice of them to tell you that your music sounds like complete shit. You know, maybe in not such a mean way. It's actually better off that they do that instead of, you know, pull on your dick or whatever. Because that's just gonna make you think that you playing bad music is good. You want people to like your music for the music. You don't want them to like your music because of you. Can you imagine getting mad at your friend who only listens to Deep House because you won't repost your hip hop tracks on SoundCloud? What a piece of shit, dude. All right, number 9. There's a reason people usually only stick to one genre. And that's because people usually only listen to one genre. Or at least they have phases. There are some people that listen to a wide variety of music, and I think this is a bit more uncommon, at least from my perspective. Me personally, I listen to a lot of genres of music, but when I was growing up, I had phases. Like I had like a hardcore punk phase, I had like a early hip hop phase, I had like a trap phase, you know what I mean? Like I went through like a lot of emotions before I got here. And I think most people are doing that. So that's why it's good to stick to one genre if possible when you upload music. But if you don't have like a second alias or something, maybe consider like a second page, or like just, I don't know. There's a lot of ways you can put it out without like being as disruptive. Like for instance, if you have a whole album that's like a different project, you can put it out as a single upload. That way it's not as like intrusive to the people who are used to your other music. So yeah, just keep all that in mind, I guess. All right, number 10, you can burn yourself out. It may not seem easy, but it's definitely possible. I'm gonna give you guys a quick story. So when I first started making music a little over 10 years ago, I would like make music every single day. I would be trying to make new shit all day, every day for like at least a few years. And like, I had fun for most of the time, but at some point it kind of just became meaningless to me. It's hard to explain, but like, if you do something every day, you don't really get the pleasure out of it as much as you used to. So it's good to take breaks, in my opinion. You don't want to burn yourself out, because if you burn yourself out, it's going to take you a while to find that spark again. So if you can just avoid getting to that threshold, or even close to that threshold, that'd be really good, in my opinion. All right, what'd you guys think of this video? Trying something a little bit different. I saw other people doing videos like this, and I figured, I didn't even watch theirs. I actually just saw the title and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do my own version of this video, because I'm sure there are things that I think I realized that other people probably did not. So hopefully this helped you. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Make sure to check out my Discord if you haven't. Check out Bloom-Audio if you haven't. They're a great mixing and mastering service. I know this because I am them. Get a code for 20% off down in the description. Tune in next time when I prove Ellen DeGeneres did 9/11. For shame, Ellen, for shame. Shout out to my patrons, you guys are awesome. You're now listening to Schwid It. Link to check them out is down in the description.